and Essendon at that stage leading by 3 goals. Michael Long here. Off to Greg Anderson, and the long raking left footer by the South Australian wingman, and the Bombers lead by 26 points. Not everything was Essendon. Atkins here, a pass to Charles. He marks just outside the 50. And Justin Charles goes back to kick for goal. Shepherded through, and the Bombers' margin reduced to 19 points. Anthony Danaher making a return today for the Bombers. He hasn't been kicking too many goals lately in his career, but here's one. And the Bombers by 34 points. Doug Hawkins has started the season in sensational fashion. Here he combines with Kellett. Gave it to him, got it back, and the Hawk kicks a goal to reduce the margin to 27 points. Now into the last quarter. Charles up the ground to Chris Grant. Grant the hand pass to a running McPherson, but that was as close as the Bulldogs got. And the Bombers broke the ice for the season and made it 1 out of 3, 13-13-91, defeating Footscray 9.
Oval. The Bombers led at every change to win by 22 points. Flood kicked 4 for the winners, while Long, Wallace and Spawn each booted 2.
It was a torrid opening at the Western Oval. Corcoran went down from a high tackle, but then the Bombers cut loose. Flood booted 2 quick goals, while the Bulldogs' only major for the term came from Collinyuk on the bell. Essendon's smaller players were ferocious. Spawn chipped in for a goal from close in, and then Michael Long charged in for another, and Footscray was in trouble. Newcomer Rowan Smith copped one coming off the bench, and then Brownlow medalist Tony Liberatore was felled, prompting some pushing and shoving. That fired the Bulldogs into action. Charles boomed home a huge kick from nearly 60 metres out for full points, and then Smith fired a hand pass to Ballantyne for another, and the Dogs were back in it. Long to Anderson was the best passage of play though for the quarter, as the Bombers led by 15 points at the main change. Strong marking in the third term by Michael Long in front, then David Flood for his 4th, and Dean Wallace booting his 2nd, gave Essendon a 31-point break at 3-quarter time. The Bulldogs made a charge early in the last with quick goals by McPherson and Toohey, but it was too late. And when Spawn goaled late in the quarter, the Bombers had broken their duck, winning by 22 points.